Hey, what's up, friends, and welcome to another edition of Xenoblade Chronicles, now playing with your host, BC the Brain Supreme here at Alloy 7 Video. Man, I'm really excited to do today's show. If you actually look up on the horizon there, on that weird-looking mountaintop just to the front of me, you can see the boss fight that we're getting ready to get into. So, in the last episode, we left you with JuJu escaping from the refugee camp that Colony 6 had set up after the Mechon had destroyed or really attacked their town, and now we're in pursuit of JuJu because he's been captured by this beast. And I tried to do this video once before, and I kept getting served and realized that I just wasn't leveled well enough to fight this beast. Like, I had been over leveled for so long, I thought I could just waltz in here and handle business. It turned out not to be the case. I got beat 2 or 3 times and realized, okay, let me go do some side quests, let me do some leveling up so that I can actually succeed in this battle. So this big monster here, we fought it once. It's attacked and captured JuJu in accordance with the vision that our friend Shulk here had. And you got Sharla, his sister, here coming along for the ride, our healer, who actually isn't a bad healer now. She was really terrible when we first got her. We're going to get into this fight. I'm going to talk to you guys about some things that I'm really enjoying about the game now, some things that I'm not so much enjoying, but those things are usually pretty minor, and we'll go from there. But the bottom line is this game, and you'll probably hear me say it at least 100 more times before we finish this series, I believe that Xenoblade Chronicles was tailor-made for the way I like to play games in general, and especially the way I like to play RPGs. It's just a joy to play this game. There are some minor gripes that I've had, but a lot of that I've been able to quell with learning the system. So when I got to this fight before, I wasn't quite as well versed in how to handle the combat system as I am now. I'm quite a bit better with it. Plus, I'm also stronger, so I'm able to handle my own. Hopefully, I won't get served here and get completely beat down and prove that to be wrong. But let's go ahead and join up there. Good shot there. And if you can see my buddy here, Ryan, in his basically his bathing suit, I love that uniform because it's just hilarious. Like, nobody would ever come fight a mechanized killer robot in a bathing suit with a gun sword, but my man Ryan is just a straight gangster. And just the irony and the humor that's in the game, in the storyline, is that that bathing suit was the strongest set of armor I had out of these a myriad of other options that I could have fitted him with. It was like, nope, the bathing suit is the strongest bit of armor that I can put on him for right now. And yeah, I seem to be really handling things much better after having leveled up. I actually spent a lot of time with the leveling system, got a lot more familiar with that. So in the episodes to come, and maybe even tonight if we have time, or today, you're watching this during the day, I'm filming it at night. In the episodes to come, I'll be able to walk you through some of the level of depth that's present in this game's system that just makes it a joy to play. It makes it a joy to actually grind, which, you know, I'm one of those people that's actually not only willing to grind in RPGs, but in many ways, in many cases, I actually enjoy doing so. And now I'm dazed, but Sharla's going to come and help a brother out. Much love to Sharla for doing that. But there's a lot of depth to this game that if you just take it at face value, it's enjoyable, but you'll miss out on a lot of things. I've actually gotten into the gem creation as well. My first outing, which I've only done it once, didn't really go all that well, but I didn't expect it to. But at least my first outing with gem creation went well enough that I succeeded at it. I just didn't make a gem that was as awesome as I wanted it to be. All right, we're probably going to get a cutscene here, so I'm going to shut up and let it play out.
JuJu, are you all right? Sharla, I'm sorry.
Dang. Just cold cocked him.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Hey, looks like we changed the future.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, it's just that can't have been the Mechon from my vision.
Yeah, weren't it supposed to be that one with the face? I guess we changed more than we expected. Shulk?
Camera angle.
No. Something's not right.
Oh, is this going to be the real boss fight? Uh-oh.
JuJu!
No! It's not him at all.
What is that?
But this one's got a face and all.
I've been waiting for you, Monado boy.
What? It spoke. Ah!
White metal face scarpered. I thought you'd have to be this big scary monster. But look, you're just a pathetic little kid.
Even the Mechon have British accents? Is that what's going on here? Alright, I wasn't ready for this battle. I don't know how this is gonna go, youngin. This thing's leveled higher than me. How am I I don't think winning this fight is gonna be a thing. I'm pretty sure the game is just gonna shank us here, but we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. How it plays out, rather. But yeah, so as I was saying, oh, I'm ready. Let me get to right here. Mesh him up.
Here we go.
There's a lot of depth to be had in the system for this game. So he's broken. Let's get to my boy. Let's go ahead and topple him. That should topple him. Now we can go to work. All right, homegirl, blast him. That didn't really do much, but okay. Probably should have picked a different attack for that. Anyway, so he's toppled. Go to work, dude. What are you waiting on? Use every attack you've got in your arsenal. Let's do this. We're actually doing damage. That's better than I expected to be doing here. So maybe we are destined to win this. We'll see. Hopefully I won't lose this battle and have to end the episode early. That would really suck. But as I was saying, there's a lot of depth in this game, not only in the combat system, but in the way you level your characters, how you get the currency necessary to level your characters. It's just really, whoa, what just happened? Really well handled. What's the danger for? Okay, so something's getting ready to happen that's out of my control. Okay, here we go.
JuJu.
JuJu!
You pile of junk! Let him go!
Right. Better watch your back.
Got it!
Nice. Even the action scenes are dope. Get him, Shulk. Handle business.
Why can't I use the
Yeah, why can't we use the Monado? I've asked that question like 100 times.
It's only the ones that have faces. But I can still see what it's going to do. Just like before.
Nice tricks you got there, Pipsqueak. Darting around the place.
All right.
That's the Monado's power. Won't matter, you're still flesh and blood, and I reckon you...
Nice job, Ryan.
Behind you!
Shulk! Leave this to me! Don't take him out!
Solo?
Got it.
Nice. Now.
Right! It's just bouncing off him!
That was fun for a while. But now I'm bored!
Wow, okay.
Sharla!
Hang on, girl. We're coming.
Time to finish you off!
Shulk! Look out!
Looks like my time is up. It's your lucky day, little boy. But that luck won't last forever.
Huh?
I'll keep hold of this brat. If you want him back, you better come to Colony
Will
6.
do.
But you'll have to be quick. I'm feeling hungry.
You're gonna pay!
I can't wait to grind you all into dust.
Sharla! Sharla! No!
She had to pull herself up? Well done, Chica.
JuJu.
Wow. I will save current progress. So one of the things I'm hoping this game will do is flesh out properly the reasoning behind why the Mechon have so much animosity towards the humans or the Homs in this case. Hoping, you know, other than the fact that they use them as a natural resource for energy. I'm curious about this. And I hope the game does a good job of explaining that. Because right now we really don't know beyond the fact that Homs are basically energy for the Mechon.
How did the numbers grow so quickly?
Are their numbers too great even for you, Gadolt?
Otharon.
Medic Sharla, here are your new orders. You and JuJu are to ready the evac ships. You will be in charge of the evacuation.
But...
You must realize the ships can only carry so many. We must stay behind and fight to protect those who remain in Colony 6.
I'll be fine. I'll be able to keep my mind on the battle, knowing you're safe.
Promise me.
Sharla.
Promise that you'll meet us outside the colony. Just make sure you get out of here alive.
Yeah. I promise. Don't worry.
Gadolt, a promise is a promise. And until I see you again, I will protect everyone.
No, let me protect everyone.
Sharla!
I keep them real safe inside my belly.
Sharla! JuJu! JuJu!
Oh, wow.
Where are you?
She back at the camp? Yes. I love the artwork in this game. I can't stress that enough. I don't care if it's not super ill graphics.
Hey there. Are you all right?
The sleeping princess awakes. Had us worried there for a minute.
Indeed.
How long have I been out?
Huh?
How long have I been unconscious?
That's bigger than a 50 cal
4
sniper
hours,
rifle.
I'd say.
I've got to get out of here.
Hold up.
Mind if we go with you?
You're gonna bust into their base, right? We want a piece of them too.
Really?
Truth be told, we were gonna leave without you. But the thing is, I get roughed up a lot, and we don't know anyone else who can use ether.
Thank you both.
Nicely done. Uh-oh, we're still in the cutscene. This is like the longest cutscene in this series ever.
It's been a while. And it's just, I never imagined I would go back to Colony 6 like this. I'm sorry. Lost myself for a minute. We can get to Colony 6 from the valley where JuJu was taken. It's this way.
Oh, I've already been there. All right, so am I back in control now? Okay, I am back now in control, fellow gamers. So, what were we talking about? Well, for starters, we were talking about the depth of the leveling system, the character building systems. I was talking about how I was starting to get the hang of combat. As you saw there, I struggled quite a bit less than I've struggled in other battles because I've taken the time to start learning the system. You know, in terms of being a certain range away from your enemies to make sure that an attack is going to work, how the attacks recharge, and how you can, you know, level your skills such that they'll recharge more quickly, and how to use the Monado properly. It's just it's a little bit daunting at first when you pick up the game, at least for me, where I play games that are quite a bit more straightforward with the combat. I mean, if you look at the series that I've done, like with Divinity and games like Two Worlds, you see a combat system that's just, it is what it is. You take it at face value. You run, you slice, you shoot arrows, you throw magic. It's pretty much it. You know, I would liken it, it's not very similar to, but in terms of complexity, I would liken it to how much management you have to do in like a Tales of Vesperia, or even more closely, a Star Ocean, the Last Hope. So definitely a very different combat system from both of those, but a similar level of complexity in how you have to manage your weapons, manage your gear, manage your skills and how they're doled out. And I can actually, I'm sitting here talking about it, I might as well show you some of it. So basically, if you look at your skill trees and the things that you can develop over time, and this just happens, you get SP for battles and you need a certain amount, like I'm 874 out of 2000 right now, to get the skill that allows my physical and ether defense to go up by 5%. You know, and then if I go to intuition, these are the things that I get. Right now I have it on integrity, I'm trying to max that out. Then I'll switch. That's my strategy. It's not the one you have to use. And then if you go over here to, you can see Ryan has the same thing going on, except he's a little bit further ahead, and so on and so forth. She's a little bit behind because we just got her in the party. But you can also link skills, which I thought this was really dope, where I can pick skills from other folks that fit the description. Right now I don't have anything in intuition, so I can't use any of her skills in this slot. But like I'm using Ryan's skill to get my physical defense up. So I think that's really dope. Like they can share their skills, they can dev them out, things like that. I won't get too deep with it here because I don't want to make this episode really, really long like some of the other ones have been. Like I said before, I tried to record this episode once before, and when I got to that boss, I barely beat his first form, which I didn't get to show you because I saved it. After I beat his first form, what you got to see was his second form. But as you can see, I didn't really struggle with him at all in that second form because I leveled properly to be able to handle it. You know, the goal there was to save JuJu. We were not able to do it. And right now they want us to go to Colony 6, which is the direction I'm running in now. I don't know if I'll make it there in this episode based on, you know, what I want to express to you all who are watching. But I really am loving the feeling. One of the things about this game that, you know, I said before, it's tailor-made for the way I like to play. So doing combat, doing quests, finding treasure out strewn about the world gives you gear. And I really like just that real sense of not accomplishment but progression. Like when I get a new skill, it's like, or a new piece of gear, like, yes, I finally found a new piece of gear that actually makes me stronger. As you can see, your boy Shulk here is a straight hodgepodge of different armors. I'll go ahead and zoom in on him here. That's a whole bunch of different armors. Before I was rocking a set, the Regna set. I'm gonna zoom back out because I like the distant camera. Let me know in the comments, you know, if you have a preferred camera angle that you like to see in the game. I could do either or. I actually prefer to be zoomed out because what it allows me to do is get a better look at my environment and the world around me, which is just absolutely gorgeous. Even though it's not HD graphics, it's still beautiful to me in terms of the art direction and the styling. What else do we have going on? So, I did verify. I've been saying this for the last 2, maybe even 3 episodes where I believed that XP in battle scales as you get stronger. So what I mean by that is as I get stronger, so like right now I think I'm a level 23 or 24. If I went back and fought one of the level 5 or even level 1 or 2 enemies from back at Colony 9, they would yield me 1 XP. You know, back when I was fighting them, when I was at level 1, they were rendering me a lot more XP than that. Maybe not a lot more, but definitely more than 1 XP. So it does scale, which is slightly disappointing, but having put in as many hours in this game as I have questing, which I'm at right around the 15, maybe 16 hour mark. I know it says 16 on the screen there, but I spend a lot of time. There's no pause feature in this game, so like I'll put it down to go do something else. So I'm probably right around 15 hours, which would seem like I'm really far into the game, but I'm not. I'm not very far at all. But I've realized that if these Mechon 64 characters here still doled out the 40 or 50 XP they give you when you're matched at level with them, when you're at level 30, you could continue to level grind a little bit more than the game needs you to. So there's not really any grinding required in the game. I mean, you'll have to do some side quests and things like that to get strong enough, to get the XP to get strong enough if you don't want to fight the same monsters over and over again. But I think if it kept the XP levels really high, you would probably level a bit too quickly. Not to say that you know, for grinders like me, I don't mind spending the time, but the way you would level in this game, it would happen really fast. Like I probably, if the monsters in the beginning were still giving the same XP as well as some of the monsters I'm facing now, I could have gone into that battle probably level 30 and it would have been no contest. So they do want to keep a certain level of challenge with the game. So my grinding side, the part of me that loves to play RPGs and just grind for hours and get really strong, was kind of put off. Let me see, am I strong enough to fight this thing now? I am. Let's go to work. And but so the grinding side of me is very much like, oh man, I wish it would let me grind, but I get it, and I'm not really disappointed with it overall because I don't need to grind that quickly. Like I don't mind putting in the time to grind. Here it would happen so fast that you'd level so quickly that it really would make the game no challenge whatsoever. Whereas, you know, now it's still, you know, there's not bosses, but there's creatures that I've found that are way out leveled. You know, and I want to actually fight one of these. I haven't been able to beat one of these yet, so I want to see if I can do it here today during this video. It's running away too. I must not want to get this beaten I'm trying to give it. So we'll finish out this fight hopefully, and I'll be able to walk you through the other things I wanted to cover. But yes, the XP in the game does scale to your level. And I'm probably going to say this, like I said before, with how the game is tailor-made for me. Another thing I'm probably going to say 150 times before this series is over is that the soundtrack is absolutely gorgeous in this game. The battle music is good. The day-night cycle differing music is excellent. It's just gorgeous. Like it is made for this game. It fits the game well. Hopefully, am I going to beat this thing this time? Because usually when you fight this thing, you get it down to like a sliver of its health, and then it pulls that, and you don't get to kill it, and you don't get the XP. I got to figure out how to beat that thing, man. Got to figure out how to beat those, because I'm sure they give you something really cool if you're able to beat them. But let's go ahead and show you where Colony 6 is, and then we'll go ahead and adjourn this video. But yeah, I'm definitely having a really good time. I think in another video I'll actually show you the gem crafting system. I'll show you some more details about the how you build your skill trees out, not just the what, you know, perks you get. Like the menu I showed you is the perks, but you actually get, you know, skills that you can plus up with action points or AP. I assume action points. I'm assuming AP in this game means action points, and hopefully I'm not going to get a crazy cutscene here that's going to make this video last really long. Okay, no, I think it's going to be cool. So this, I've actually been here. Oh no, we are going to get a cutscene, maybe or not. Yes, we're going to get a cutscene. So let's see what happens here.
Colony 6. It's like a fortress. Did people really live here?
So much has changed. It's only been a month.
We'll find JuJu and then smash some metal.
Wait! We can't just rush in.
We could enter through the mine.
Mine?
There's a massive ether deposit under the colony. The first settlers here built right on top of the mine. That's how we got our colony. The mine is like a network of tunnels. It's much more complicated than the colony streets. They can't have figured it all out in the space of a month.
So...
She means it's the best route if we want to remain unseen.
You're catching on.
Great. So how do we get in?
Through the drainage outlet. It's just up ahead.
Alright, I actually tried to get on this elevator that they're going to show here and couldn't. Like there's a piece that it needs to run. And it's like, we cannot call the elevator without the bloozaloo or whatever it's called. And I was like, man, I'm trying to go to that mine and do some level grinding. So I'm guessing I'm allowed to do it now. I'm assuming Sharla would just magically have the item on her. But that is for another video, friends. I'm going to go ahead and adjourn here. Thank all of you for joining me on this ride. I'm loving this game. I hope that's really coming through in the videos. Look at this. Look at that. You can see Mechon across the way there. You can't see the actual Titan because it's nighttime. But I'm loving this game, yo. And I really, really hope that I'm going to be loving it 40 and 50 hours in, because I imagine this game, the way I play, is probably going to take me about 60 or 70 hours to beat it. Hopefully it won't have to be 600 episodes of the show. But if it takes that, it takes that. You know, I'm willing to put in the work as long as the game is still fun to play. And with that said, thank you once again for joining us. If you wouldn't mind, please leave us a like and a subscribe. And most importantly, if you don't want to do that, that's totally cool, I understand. But I would like to talk with you all about the experience you've had with the game, or if you haven't had the opportunity to play the game, let's talk about that. I can go into more detail probably on certain things that I talk about in the videos that I don't. Maybe I covered something briefly that you'd like to discuss in more detail, and we could do that in the comment section. Either way, friends, until that day, till all are one, this is BC Broadway Chambers here at Alloy 7 Video, wishing you a fond good day, and I will see you guys back here on the next A7 video, and of course on the next Now Playing Xenoblade Chronicles. Peace out.